This video was sponsored by Squarespace. Blackpink is a super successful K-pop girl group that has totally taken over the world. For real, they're the top charting female K-pop group ever. But the craziest thing is that they haven't even released that many songs. So if they're such a hit, why don't I know more about them? Well, I've been living under a rock. So for the next week, I'm gonna learn everything there is to know about Blackpink. Members, songs, everything. And at the end of it all, I'm going to be testing my knowledge against a Blackpink superfan in a trivia battle. If I win, it's official. I'm a Blink. That's the name of the fandom. They're called Blinks. It's finally here! Look what I got. This Blackpink stuff. So you might be wondering why I want to learn about Blackpink all of a sudden. Well, I've been home for 2 months in quarantine and I've learned about a lot of stuff, but I haven't learned much about K-pop specifically. So every K-pop fan needs a stan, right? So I'm gonna stan Blackpink. I love their songs. I've even danced their songs for a challenge before. I'm gonna start learning about Blackpink and becoming the ultimate Blink stan Blink. Alright, so step 1, I'm gonna start by giving myself some motivation on day 1. I'm gonna turn this house into a Blackpink house. Alright, it's day 2 of my journey to become the ultimate Blackpink fan, the ultimate Blink. I should watch something called the Unhelpful Guide. Here to learn some more about these 4 girls. Yes, Jennie. Jennie seems like she's very expressive, easily scared. She's a dog lover. Me too! I'm a dog lover. From what I know, Jennie just seems like a girl who is kind of hard on the outside, but at the same time, she's a big baby, wholesome, but in disguise. I think I kind of relate to that. Rosé! Vocals for days. Wow. Invented hair flips. My first impression of Rosé was kind of correct. Really wholesome, if you know what I mean. Like, she's more like the elegant princess kind of vibe. Jisoo! Okay, let's go. Oldest member, okay? So they an orangutan! So she really is like the mom of the group, because she's the oldest, right? So it's kind of like she's taking care of the rest of the children. That one clip of her in the tree, what does that mean? Slowly. My heart's so bouncing. So she's like the mother of the group, but she's also pretty cool and has a lot of fun. And she's also really multi-talented and can do basically everything. Lisa! Lisa always gives me the most badass vibes. Happy virus. So she always makes everyone happy. Holy forehead. Wait, I have a holy forehead too, see? All of a sudden I feel like a attachment towards Lisa now because she's got a big forehead like me. Gave swag meaning. You know, this is the Lisa that I know. The one that just like kicks down doors and just goes boom, dance, dance, dance. Lisa is basically who I thought she was. Badass kind of girl. But I didn't know that she had that side of her that was like more sweet and like super funny. Lisa is very, very cool. So over the next couple of days, I studied really hard to prepare. I started out by writing facts about the girls on our whiteboard so I can memorize it easily. It was all the stuff I'd learned from the unhelpful, but actually helpful guide to Blackpink. I also wrote all their birthdays on cue cards to practice. I can never remember Jisoo's, but hopefully they won't ask me that on the trivia. And of course, there was this poster I bought that ended up being huge, but it's a really nice decoration in my room. And then dancing, yeah. But it wasn't all good. There were some things that I found tough to memorize and needed some help from Sheldon. That's him testing me, and here's me acing the Lisa facts. You know, since we're connected because we both have a really big forehead. Anyway, so I kept at it until I felt confident about my knowledge.
That's it. You're ready.
Okay. It's competition day, guys. I'm really nervous. Like, Sheldon said that I was ready yesterday, but I don't feel ready. Like, there's still so many more Blackpink episodes I haven't watched. I don't know everything about Rosé's Fish. You know, there's just a lot of stuff I don't know. Like, is Lisa's birthday February 27, 1997? I think? I don't know everything, but there's no backing out now, so I'm gonna use my last couple hours to study really hard and wish me luck. See you at the competition.
Today we have a very interesting matchup between two contestants who both claim to be the ultimate. Well, we're gonna see about that today. Before we begin, let me introduce to you guys the contestants. In corner number 1, sitting at 5'5", we have a competitor who has recently discovered.
I'm 5'6".
I'll give you the extra inch if you need it. But we have, in the first corner, sitting at 5'6", we have a competitor who has recently discovered his passion for Blink and has been studying for an entire week. Give you a round of applause for Edward! Edward, how are you feeling? Any words going into this?
Honestly, I'm kind of nervous. Like she's been a Blink for much longer than me. I don't even know if I classify as a Blink yet, though, but been studying hard.
Okay.
But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully things go well.
You sound very confident, Edward. In the other corner, his opponent, a Blink for over 2 years now, rocking the hottest Blackpink shirt. Please welcome Karen. Karen, do you have any words for Edward going into this?
Honestly, if I was Edward, I'd be sweating a little bit, but you know, that's
Okay, guys, simmer down. We have all the time to compete in a bit. Without further ado, let's get started. Round 1, the writing round. When you see the question, you two write down your answer and show it to me at the exact same time when I finish the countdown. Number 1 for 100 points. Which two singles made up Blackpink's first album, Square One? Is it A, Whistle and Stay, B, Playing with Fire and Boom Baya, C, Boom Baya and Whistle, or D, Playing with Fire and Stay?
Mike, the way you say Boom Baya tells me that you're not a true Blink.
agreed.
Oh, Edward, little did you know.
You can barely even pronounce the word.
I was just acting. Acting. On the count of 3, you guys are gonna both show me your answer, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Boom Baya and Whistle and Boom Baya and Whistle. Alright, the correct answer is C, Boom Baya and Whistle. You guys both score 100 points. Question number 2. Who sings the intro in Blackpink and Lady Gaga's new song, Sour Candy?
Wait a second.
Ooh, Karen seems a little stumped.
I've narrowed it down to 2 answers. One of 2. I may have to do it. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe to see which one I'm gonna pick. I have my answer.
On the count of 3, you guys are gonna show me. 1, 2, 3. Jennie.
What?
And
Jennie?
what is Edward's? Lisa. Oh.
Just let you know that those were actually my. Well, it was either or. One of those 2.
Oh, right.
Okay.
No. Okay,
Wow.
here's I know.
Okay,
Obviously.
here we go. It's gonna be Jennie. Karen came through. I'm gonna give Karen 100 points. Sorry, Edward.
Dude. No, it's just
Okay.
because I.
Next question. Question number 3. What is Jennie's birthday?
I studied hard. I studied hard for this.
Edward seems pretty confident in his answer, and even before I gave the options, he was ready. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. January 16th, 1996. January 16th, 1996. Alright, 100 points each.
Jennie, the second oldest member of Blackpink.
Oh, Edward really showing off his knowledge.
The only one to be born in 1996.
Okay, Edward. Even though you have that much knowledge, you were still down 100 points, so I wouldn't get too ahead of yourself. Which Blackpink member made a cameo appearance in the KBS2 drama, The Producers?
What? Dude, what kind of questions are you thinking of, Mike?
These are the questions all Blinks know, okay?
Oh my god. This is basically a multiple choice test all over again from high school. At least I have a 25% chance, right? Okay, wait. Let me think. If the answer for the previous question was about Jennie, and Jennie was the first question as well, and Jennie has been the last 3 questions, so it can't be Jennie.
No, but think about it, right? Like, what if he's being sneaky and he's doing it like, you know those ones where you have like 4 C's in a row or something?
Yeah, but is Mike smart enough to do something like that?
I mean, you would know. I would know.
Okay, I'm good.
On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it is?
Ooh, both Jisoo. Let's see what the answer is.
They're both wrong.
And it is B,
Yes!
Jisoo! Wow.
Thank you, 25%. Yeah, you
Yes.
know how I found out? I
How?
was like, a KBS 2 drama sounds very romantic, and I think Rose and Jisoo are probably the 2 more romantic ones.
Okay.
Wait, is it romantic, Karen?
No.
Oh, Karen's
not?
like, no, it's not romantic. What city was Rosé born in? Is it A, Melbourne, Australia, B, Sydney, Australia, C, Auckland, New Zealand, or D, Seoul, Korea? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Auckland,
What?
New Zealand. Correct answer is Auckland, New Zealand. Both of you guys scored 100
Karen,
points.
how did you get that? Do you know how hard I studied Rose on Wikipedia?
Wikipedia. Yeah, very reliable source.
is getting a little nervous. Ooh, we are finished the writing round. Wow, Karen is in the lead by 100 points. How do you guys feel going to the lightning round?
Honestly, I feel like did a pretty good job, but Karen is just unstoppable. She just won't get anything
is.
wrong.
Yeah, she is perfect right now. Karen, how do you feel?
Honestly, not too bad. I'm a little bit more nervous than I was in the first round because it's clear that Edward's really done his research.
Oh,
Still pretty confident.
okay. A lightning round. This round, you're gonna be competing on speed. So the first person to yell out blink gets to answer the question. But you can only call out when you actually know the answer. So don't just yell it out randomly and start thinking because you only have 3 seconds to answer the question. First question. Which song released in 2013 by Big Bang's Taeyang featured Lisa? Is it A, Eyes, Nose, Lips, B, Wedding Dress, C, Loser, or D, Ringa Linga? First to yell blink.
Blink!
Oh, Edward
Blink.
is gonna. Edward, let me tell you how important this is, okay? This is
Okay.
your chance to tie the score right now.
Okay,
Okay?
it has to be
One.
D. It has to be D. Ring-a-linga.
D, Ringalinga?
It has to be D.
Karen, I think your nerves are really getting to you because
Oh my
Edward
God.
is correct. You guys
Yes!
are tied at 500 points!
First off,
I
Wedding
get it.
Dress was released in like 2009 or 2010. Loser
Okay.
is a Big Bang Altogether song. Eyes, Nose,
Yeah.
Lips is 2014, so that leaves Ring-a-linga.
Oh,
I'm a
Karen
Big
did
Bang
not
fan.
expect
Haha.
Edward to be a Big Bang
I'm
fan.
an OG Big Bang fan.
Okay, don't worry, Karen. You have a chance to redeem yourself in the next
That's
round.
actually so impressive. I did not expect that at
Okay.
all. You just beat me at my own game.
Shown in Blackpink House, what are the names of Rosé's first fishes?
Wait, this
Is it
Oh,
A,
Blink.
Orange
Blink.
and Leo? Yep. Oh, she said Blink before the. Oh, wow! Karen beat you before the options are laid down. Okay,
What?
Karen.
It's C, Orange and Eunhee.
Oh, Orange and Eunhee, and the correct answer is C. Orange and Eunhee.
I was gonna guess Orange
Karen
and
once
Leo.
again takes the lead. She once again takes the lead. What is Rosé's Instagram tag? Is it A,
Blink!
Rosie underscore. Wait, who blinked?
I blinked. Good thing I stalked them on Instagram a lot. B, roses are rosy.
And that is correct. Yes!
Wait, Karen, did you know that?
Of course I knew the answer. I knew the answer before the answers even came up.
What?
This is also the last question we have. What did Jisoo say about her heart before she went down the tree on a rope in Blackpink House episode 5 season 4? Is it A, my heart so bounce? B, my heart is pounding? C, my heart so scary? Or D, so scary for my heart?
Oh my god. Wait. I saw this in the unhelpful guide to Blackpink video I watched on YouTube.
Oh!
My heart's so scary.
Oh, it seems like both contestants are a little confused at this point.
Blink!
Edward, you understand if you get this wrong, Karen has a chance to win it all.
I know. I know her. Wait, it's either C or D. heart's so scary, so scary for my heart.
Henry, the rule is 3 seconds. You
Oh,
gotta-
wait. See.
Okay. Unfortunately, that was the wrong answer.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
I mean, the only logical next guess should be D, right? So scary for my heart. I can imagine her saying that.
Karen, unfortunately, you are wrong.
What?
So this opens up the floor once again. You guys both get one
Wait,
chance.
blink.
Okay, Karen steals it again. What is your call? If you answer this wrong, Edward will basically 100% get the right answer if he knows how to do basic math.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wait.
Oh no. Wait.
Wait, Jisoo
Can
doesn't
I unblink
speak.
my blink?
Yeah, you can unblink if you want to let me go.
Wait. How confident are you?
I don't know. This is another multiple choice but 50-50 true or false question.
Okay.
Yes, you
You know, I'm just gonna go for it, and if I get it wrong, like, just rest in peace. I think it's A, my heart so bounce.
Karen, you are correct! She wins the ultimate blink challenge by 100 points to 600 points.
I was gonna guess
Aaron.
that.
That was a very well played,
No.
a very intense last round.
That was a good game though. I have to admit, Karen, I have to admit you are the ultimate blink. And
Oh, she wins.
Thank you.
So, Karen, how do you feel about Edward's progress?
I think for a blink, you got a long way to go, honey, but, you know, that's alright. Like, we all...
Oh,
I'm joking.
long
I'm
way to go,
joking.
honey.
No, look, I think you're doing really well. I support you. Australian Blinks support you.
Round of applause for the viewers at home. Goodbye.
alright, what did you all think? I was so close, right? I didn't win, but I was pretty close, so I'm pretty proud of myself anyway. And I felt that I got to know Blackpink, the girls, a lot more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a website for aspiring Blinks on how to become a Blackpink fan. Huh? What do you think? Looks pretty good, right? So that took me about 10 minutes because making a website with Squarespace is super easy. You know, I used to believe that making a website was so hard, so I just never got started even though I really wanted to make a website. I didn't know how to code, I didn't know how to make a website template. To me, it just felt like making a website was very scary. But with Squarespace, it's not scary anymore. You know, all I did was just pick a template, I just tossed some pictures on there, wrote some stuff, and basically that was it, you know? It's like super simple, anyone can do it. So if you guys are interested in making a website or if you wanted to for a long time, you should definitely check out Squarespace because it just makes the process nice and relaxing. And did I mention that it's free to try? So just click on our link in the description box below to get started totally for free, and you'll also get 10% off after your trial ends. And they'll also like us a lot if you use the link, so thank you for helping us. That's it for today's video. Thank you for joining me on my journey to try to become a Blink. 再见!